And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. We've got one basketball team from the city of San Bernardino still in the hunt for a CIF Southern Section championship, and that would be the Pacific Boys basketball team. The Pirates have reached the finals in Division 9. They will take on Colton. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. But our guy, Jacob Pedroza, covered their semifinal game against Samueli Academy, the Firewolves from Santa Ana. Some great highlights from this game as Pacific rolled to the victory, 62-41 in the Division 9 semifinals to punch their ticket to the CIF Southern Section championship game. Check out the highlights. 62-41, the final score. Pacific continues their championship run, beating Samueli Academy from Santa Ana, the Firewolves, in the semifinals. After the game, our guy Jacob Pedroza caught up with Pirates head coach Jerry Holmes to talk about the big win. And now moving on to that championship game. Here's Jacob and Coach Holmes.
I'm here with the head coach of Pacific High School, Jerry Holmes. Coach, you guys are advancing to the CIF championship. What's the emotions like right now?
Oh man, they high. You know, these kids fought all year long. It was tough at the beginning, but when we got all our guys together, got them back, man, it was awesome, man. It's just been a beautiful ride. You know, right now this is our fifth, sixth game in a row, and we just taking it one game at a time. Continue to work hard, continue to play hard, and that's what we're looking at.
You guys got off to a slow start in the first quarter, but clicked on all cylinders after that. What impressed you about this win?
How they came back, you know, in that second quarter, was they pushed the ball up the floor. You know, they did a great job with the pick and roll. You know, we just did a great job executing our offense in that second quarter. Third quarter, we came out again a little slow. We picked it up. We picked the pace up. We had to make some adjustments, and that was great. One of the biggest adjustments we had to make in the first half, we had 5 charge calls in a row, and we had to adjust to those calls. So we did a great job adjusting. So I'm proud of these guys, and we're just going to take it one day at a time and keep working.
And then is there anything you guys need to work on before you face Colton in the championship?
Hey, we just got to keep our head up, keep fighting. You know, communication is the key, talking and just enjoying each other, playing for each other, and just playing basketball.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach. Best of luck in the championship.
Hey, man, thank you so much.
Congratulations to Coach Holmes and the Pirates for reaching the championship game. As we record the show, we don't know exactly the date or the time or the location of the finals. We're hoping it's going to be Saturday at Toyota Arena in Ontario. That's a real possibility. But we do know the matchup. It's going to be Pacific against Colton, an all-local championship game in Division 9. It should be a great one. The Cinderella run by the Pirates. Third place out of the Mountain Valley League, but they got in Division 9, and they are on a run right now through the playoff brackets. Congratulations to Pacific for reaching it to the finals. All right, let's talk some girls basketball as well, because we still had Cajon. They were in Division 7 in the quarterfinals, and they were playing on the road at Kennedy High School, the Fighting Irish, in La Palma. And it was Cajon putting up a battle, but they come up short in the quarterfinals. The final score would be 53-20. So Cajon's playoff run into the quarterfinals in D7. But the Cowgirls do finish the season with a record of 14-10 overall. Congratulations to Cajon. Now we transition over to soccer now. Boys soccer, we had one local team make it to the CIF semifinals, and that was the Indian Springs Coyotes. They went on the road in the semifinals to Granite Hills up in Apple Valley, and it was the Coyotes coming up short by a final score of 3-0 in the Division 4 semifinals. Great playoff run by Indian Springs. They're going to finish with an overall record of 18-7-3 overall. Good job, Coyotes, on a great year. And in girls soccer, Arroyo Valley made it to the quarterfinals in Division 6, but the Hawks could not get past a tough Segerstrom team. 1-0 would be that final score in this one. So Arroyo Valley, great year, but they fall in the D6 quarters, 1-0. Their final record will be 17-6-1 overall. Good job, Hawks. All right, now let's finish with some college basketball. San Bernardino Valley College men's basketball. They are your Inland Empire Athletic Conference champions. In fact, they went a perfect 16-0 in conference play. They finished at 23-5 overall. So they're going to take their conference title right into the state playoffs. They will open the state playoffs on February 25th. Against College of the Canyons. The Wolverines will go into the playoffs as the 10th seeded team in Southern California. So if the Wolverines win at home on February 25th against Canyons, they would move on to play on the road at Mount Sac in the second round. So congrats on the conference championship. Undefeated at 16-0 for SBVC. Hopefully they can keep things rolling along in the playoffs. Shout out to head coach Quincy Brewer and the Wolverines. All right, when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, it is softball season. We're going to check in with Cajon, also highlights of Rev and Aquinas when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.